Good evening, fellow Plexers. This is the third video in a series of 3 with Plex running on Ubuntu 24.04. The first video was a package install with permissions to the boot drive with a media folder there. And the second video showed how to install Plex under a fresh Ubuntu install as a Docker container using Dockhand. This third video is going to show how to take the package install and move it to a Docker container. So I'll have to simulate some of it because I don't have the original package install to show you. I have kind of a mock-up of it. So let's go to my notes. You want to change some settings in the server first in the web app, and I can show you what to change with a test server. So let's go to the web app and let's grab a test server. Let's grab this Zima OS one. You want to go to settings and library, and you want to uncheck any automatic scanning, the first 3 options and the periodic scanning if you're using either or. And you want to uncheck empty the trash after every scan, and then you want to save those changes. I'm not going to save them here. And then I always just suggest go to troubleshooting, optimize database, and clean bundles. But that should be happening under your scheduled task anyway. So once that's all done, then you have to stop the service from running as a package. So I'm going to do sudo stop Plex Media Server in terminal. Type your password, and the service will stop running. So the next thing we need to do is paste this into the terminal to have admin access in files. So we'll right click, paste, enter, type our password, and now we have administrator root privileges. We're going to slide down to I think is it the var folder? Var lib Plex Media Server, all one word. Right here. We'll click down through library, down through application support, and we'll stop here. Now this definitely has to be stopped. It can't be running. At this point, we just right click, we select compress, we give this maybe a more unique name. I'm going to call this test, leave it as zip, and create. Now normally the progress would show right here, but this is just a dummy server. So now while we're still admin privilege, we're going to take this, cut it, go to downloads is fine, paste it here, and now we can close this special privileged version of files and then close that, and you're all set. So then you can install Docker and Plex based on my second video. Just do not claim the server. So I have an actual server backed up from my first video. Let me get that on my flash drive, and just with regular user access through files, I'll go to Ventoy. Did I go by it? I'll leave a copy of this here for now, so I'll just copy it. And I'll also go to downloads and I'll paste this in. I'll get rid of the Ventoy flash drive. Well, It's not quite done yet. I thought it was done. Well, it's still flashing, so it must be it's not done. Let me pause you until that's finished. Okay, so I've disconnected the flash drive. I don't know why that popped up. Let's go back to downloads. So this is not the real one, so I'm just going to get rid of that. So now what we have to do is we have to go into dock hand because you've got Plex installed, it's running. So we'll go to containers. We're going to hover over Plex. Now this is an unclaimed server. It's not really here, an unclaimed server, but it is with you. We're going to stop it, confirm the stop, and wait for it to finish shutting down. Let me refresh this. Okay, so now it shows as exited. So depending where it is, you may have to have admin privileges or you may not. If you put the Docker container in home like I did in my video, you can do it just with a regular version of files. If you put it in the opt folder, you'll need to have admin privileges again. And again, that is just nautilus space admin : /. So my container is in home. So I'm just going to right click and I'm going to copy it to leave the original there. You can have as many bites at the apple as you want at this. So I'll go to home. I'll go to Docker. And I am just going to rename this existing server Plex-backup. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Let me dig down. Let me paste in the zip file here. I'm going to rename this Plex Media Server Backup. And I'll move this out of here. I'll put that in downloads. Well, I guess I got to be there to paste it in. Okay, so actually let me cut this and move it up one level. I think this will work out better. I'm going to unzip it. So I have this here. I'm going to right click that and cut it and paste it in this folder. I made it a little bit more efficient. So that's the server I moved that was installed as a package. I just got rid of the extra files. Remember, I still have a backup of it in downloads. So now we're just ready to spin the container up. So all I did is replace the Plex Media Server folder for an unclaimed server, something that had no metadata, and added the backed up Plex Media Server folder here with all our real stuff. So I can get out of here, I can go back to dockhand, and now I can start the container. I want to give it about 20 to 30 seconds and refresh every once in a while to see the green health. Okay, tiny server, it's healthy. So now let's just go to the default web app at app.plex.tv and see what we can see by going into the settings. So we see this bench Ubuntu package trying to connect. That was the name of the original server. We may need to claim it again. But the Docker container server is no longer available, but the package one is trying to start as a Docker container. So what I'm going to do, I want to give it the same name. So while I'm here in the settings, let me go to authorized devices. I'll click all to server. And then here's the package install. I'm going to copy that name. Remove the memory of it from the server. Remove. I'll also remove the memory of the container that's the dummy one that's being replaced. It doesn't remove any files, it just removes the reference to them. I'm going to get out of the web app. I'm going to start up a plain Jane text editor. Let's get a new thing going. I'll paste in the name of the server. And now I'm going to go claim the server again. All you need to know is the IP address of where it's running. You can get that from the settings in the network applet, or you can just go to dockhand is right here. So in a new web browser, I'll type 192.168.68.81 :32400/web. Alright, so we're not going through a claim process. So if I click the settings, we see we're on the right server. It's named package. And now we see that it's unclaimed. So now I can claim the server. And by sticking with the same name, all our users will still be on this server. So we'll let this process finish. It may take a half a minute. There it is, it's done. So now I can go down to libraries, and now I have to adjust the path for all the libraries. So I'll edit the library, go to add folders. I'll leave the old path so we can compare it with a new one. So this is the package install just pointing to home. I'll browse to it. This is the alias just like it was with the server I started up under the Docker video, because the Docker compose script did not change. So you really have to watch that video and just stop at the point where you'd claim the server and then come to this video. So here's my sort folder. Here's the library folder. I'll click add. And you see how this part of the structure is the same for each. Well, actually, this part of the structure is same for each. This is the alias to the same structure on this drive as the package install was using. So I'll remove the package install, and I'll do the same thing for these other two libraries. Folders, browse, the alias, TV show sort folder, the main library folder, and I'll remove the original path. Save the changes, go to music. Well, actually, I won't go to music. I'll hover over and edit the library. Go to add folders. I'm just going to remove this first and add the correct path. So you really need to watch the second video in this series. I'll have a playlist, and it'll be the video directly before this one, because that really shows how to get the Docker container set up. And in dockhand under stacks, there'll be a Docker compose stack, two different ones to use in the description of the video. Now you can actually just get this raw stack from the Linux server GitHub page and just add in the extras. I like having a health check. The security opt line is better to have than not to have. And the previous video shows how to find your PUID and PGID numbers and how to get this code for the time zone. It's all pretty easy. So it's not hard to move a Plex container from one OS to another, and the only install that you can't move is the snap package install under Ubuntu or any Ubuntu based distros. But you can install the regular package version that you download and install from Plex. Okay, that's about it. All of these Plex move videos from one OS to another are very much the same. Stop the old one, zip it up, move it someplace safe, get Plex installed but don't claim it, and then replace the application structure and then spin Plex back up. Okay, thanks for watching and happy Plexing.